that I saw also got good reviews this year, so I went to go see it, and I absolutely hated it. It is now my number one worst movie of the year. Even though it did make me laugh a couple of times, I still consider it to be an ugly abomination, and that is Sausage Party, the Seth Rogen animated movie about talking food. Which
I'll never look at sausage the same way again.
Sounds to me like somebody's just been smoking a little bit too much pot. Like, it's time to not every idea that you get when you're on pot is something that you should make into a movie. It might seem like that at the time, but it's not. So this is basically, of course, it's about talking food at a supermarket. It sort of it tries to go for some religious sort of overtones, in that the people who are buying the food are seen as the gods, and when the foods get chosen off of the shelf, they think thing they're going to Valhalla or something, and then they have to learn about what really happens. Okay, here's my thing. Okay, first of all, I didn't feel like the movie builds its world very well. There's some things that are inanimate objects that are talking, but then there are other things that aren't inanimate objects that are talking. It just didn't feel like the rules there were set up quite right. Like, the villain in it is a talking douche.
Yeah, that just really threw me off right there.
All of these things, like there's a broom in there that talks, and there's it's a really, I just don't understand that.
If douches could only talk.
If only douches could talk, right.
Oh, God.
But, most of the characters are food, and it also revels in sort of, okay, well, my number one thing that I hated about it most was it's one of these movies that thinks that if you just throw the word fuck or shit into the sentence, whatever it is, it could be like, how you doing? How the fuck you doing? That last line, that's the funny line. That's what you're supposed to be laughing at. How the fuck you doing? Everything has a sort of a prurient blue tone to it, and I just don't think that that's funny. I just, by itself, there has to be something actually funny in it, in the lines. So I'm not a prude. I don't mind, look, Blue Velvet's one of my favorite movies, and no movie says fuck more than that movie, except for maybe Scarface. And I just don't find that humorous. Secondly, it was an ugly movie to watch. It was just, everything about it is ugly. The animation design, the design of the human characters in it, just the places that it goes, I just find it very, very unpleasant, Now, people might say, well, this is just obviously not a movie for you. Well, why can't it be a movie for me? I mean, I liked This Is the End. The Seth Rogen movie took place in the L.A. house with the world ending. I thought that was just fun, and I thought things were funny in it too, very funny.
Mm-hmm.
But this was just kind of an abomination. Again, a couple of scenes I did laugh at, but I just thought it was just kind of junk.
Can I give you an honest review?
Yeah.
A really honest review. I saw the movie. I remember I watched it after Hell or High Water. I don't remember much about it. If you want to know the God's honest truth. I mean, I thought, what I thought? This would make a really great short on Adult Swim or something.
Yes.
I just thought it just got, after a while it was just like, okay, I get it, guy. It gets the food, it talks, it swears, it's interested in sex, I get it. But, it's just, as a full-length movie, you're just, thinking this runs out of steam rather quickly.
It does. 45 minutes into it, I started thinking, it's interesting that they called this, an adult animated movie. And yet it still hits those same kind of Pixar beats where it starts to, there's chasing, and then, the last 30 minutes of it or so is just a madcap chase and a whole bunch of action going on. And I'm like, who gives a fuck? Like, it's just not even it's not even funny. It's just a bunch of noise to distract the kids. Only we're not kids, we're adults.
Yeah.
So we're still watching kid shit when we're 45 years old.
Yeah,
and
it ain't Fritz the Cat, okay? It ain't Fritz the Cat.